What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Will Keepucks, and I'm back again with another video. So the topic that I'll be discussing in this video today is in regards to the woman's sexuality. The one thing we have to understand, right, especially as men in this society, is that the way that women are in this society, they generally want to mess with men that are masculine, right? The thing you have to understand is that most men in this society are not masculine because of the fact of two things, or because of two facts, in fact. You feel what I'm saying? Number one being that the way society trained us men to be feminine, telling us that we should place the woman above ourselves, right? And that we should cater to her needs. If it's raining on the ground, or if it's raining in general, we should put our coat on the ground and have her walk over it. You feel what I'm saying? It's just all of these tendencies that she as a woman doesn't even want us to be doing, right? Number two, because we were raised by single mothers and there was no dominant father in the household. So those are the two reasons why we were brought up to be feminine. But the one thing that you have to understand is that based on her sexuality, based on her preference, especially if she's a woman in society that is feminine, she is going to want a man that is masculine, right? A man that is dominant and knows how to be dominant. Because the thing you have to understand is that if you are a man that is feminine and you cannot tap into your masculinity, right? Embracing who you are as a man and not being scared of what anybody has to say about you, she will never see you sexually. She will never be sexually attracted to you, right? It's two main things. Like I've mentioned before, she has to, number one, see you as her sexual lover. She needs to find you sexually attractive. And it's not only about looks, it's about confidence, it's about the way you talk, it's about the way you walk, it's about the way you carry yourself, presentation. You feel what I'm saying? All of these things go into determining whether a man is masculine and embraces his masculine aura. This is what causes a woman to be attracted to you, right? Number two, on top of you being the sexual lover, number one, what resources can you provide? Because the thing you have to understand is that in a woman's nature, she is meant to be hypergamous, which basically means that she wants to mess with the best option that she can mess with, right? By her hypergamous nature, which basically means that she wants to get the best option that she can get. That is what causes her to pick the man that she picks when she's choosing for men, right? You guys have to understand that at the end of the day. But the thing is that most men in society, right, can't do one or the other. That's why you'll see a lot of girls when they're growing up, especially in their beginning like adult stages, 18, 17, well, not really 17, but like 17, 18, 19, right, 20, 21. They're going to mess with the dudes, right, that either are their sexual lovers or are their providers. But the thing is that, let's say that you're the provider in the situation, right? All she's going to do is literally use you for your resources, and she's going to have you in the hopes of you literally being the person who gets her guts watery, right? But in the end, she's going to go to the guy that she's really sexually attracted to, aka the masculine man. You get what I'm trying to say, right? The one narrative that they paint off in society today is that men cheat more, right? But the one thing that you have to understand is that how can men cheat more when men don't have as many options as women do? That's the one question you guys have to ask yourselves. Men, especially, that's a man that's especially within the age ranges of 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, right? He's not going to have as many options because he's not in his prime. He's not in his prime. He's still trying to build himself. That's exactly what I tell you guys as much as possible. Get on your grind. Focus on your purpose. So when you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, you're in your prime, man. You're enjoying life. You don't have to grind as hard. You can enjoy the hard work that you've put in for the past 10 years. And multiple women will come into your life because of the fact that you have status. Because you have worked on yourself. You have worked on your body as well, too. You're not fat anymore, you're in shape, right? So think about it like this. You're in shape and you also have status. That is going to cause more women to come into your life because you have worked on yourself. That's why I keep telling you, grind. You're probably not going to see as many women come into your life within your 20s. I'm not saying that you're not going to have some, but you're not going to have the most that you could have because you still need to grind, right? The thing you have to understand is that the more you grind, at least when it comes to you getting like the things that you want to get in life, the more results you're going to see, right? So I digressed a little bit. So I've talked about the provider, right? The same thing also applies with the guy that she views as her sexual lover, but I'm going to tell you the truth. She views her sexual lover, aka the masculine man, higher than she views the guy that provides the resources. Because at the end of the day, the guy that she views as her sexual lover, aka the masculine man, is the man that she's ready to do anything for, because that's the guy that she is attracted to. But the reason she doesn't stay long with him is because of the fact that that guy is on his purpose. That guy does what he needs to do and doesn't really focus on what she's asking him to do, right? And majority of the time, the guy that's a sexual lover isn't the type of guy that is willing to provide his resources for her because he knows the type of woman that woman is. You feel what I'm saying? But you also have to understand that if you are able, right? If you are able to do both, if you have the capacity to, number one, be her lover first. I'm going to tell you, number one, definitely try as much as possible to be the lover. That's why I tell you guys need to mess with women that are for you. A woman that is for you is going to show you high interest, right? A woman is for you is going to show you interest, whether it's medium interest or high interest, but majority of the time it's going to be high interest. Those are the women that you want to mess with. But if you come across somebody that shows you medium interest and you have to build up the interest a little bit, do what you got to do. Right? But as much as possible, try to mess with the women that are for you, that show you interest. And from there, if you decide at the end of the day that you want to, from time to time, spend on her, if you want to reward her for what she's done, you don't just blindly spend on a woman, right? Or blindly spend on a girl that you're either talking to or in a relationship with just because you feel like she deserves it, right? She has to earn it. At least if she earns it, then from there she knows that she had to work for it. But a lot of you guys are just willingly giving these girls gifts and giving them so much validation, right? And the thing you have to understand is that if you just give them free validation, that causes them to lose attraction for you because you're moving more into your clingy and feminine energy, which she is supposed to be in as the woman. That's part of her sexuality. So if you don't embrace your masculinity as a man, right? If you don't work on trying to become greater, she is never going to develop attraction from you or for you. And you will never get the best quality woman that you honestly want. So let's recap. Number one, when it comes to her sexuality, she is looking for, number one, the guy that is going to be her sexual lover, that she is willing to do anything for. When I say anything, I mean anything for. And number two, somebody that can provide, right? Don't make providing the number one thing that you do. Be the lover first. And then from there, number two. But don't take it as much seriously, but still take it somewhat seriously. Be that provider, right? So if you understand, it's because you're woke. But if you don't understand, it's because you're not woke. If you want, this is gonna be the end of this video. If you like this video, make sure you go spam that like button, leave comments, share this video with your brother and men, share this video with every guy that you can share this video with. We're trying to wake more people up each and every single day for what I'm saying. Share this video, right? Subscribe to the channel at WokeEbucks, WokeEbuks, and make sure you tap the notification button to get all the latest videos that I post. We're coming out with more bangers, so stay in tune, all right? Link to the Patreon is going to be down in the description below, so make sure you give that a check. Link to the social media is also going to be down in the description below, so make sure you give that a check. And without further ado, this is going to be the end of this video. This is WokeEbucks, and I'm out, man.